Hello everyone, welcome back if you return to the channel, and welcome to the channel if you're new. If you're new, hello, I'm Shikyo Sendo. I play video games for fun, and I write under the pen name JW Ashtier. If you're interested in any fantasy stories using global mythology with a sapphic main character, feel free to check the link in the description. It will take you to an Amazon listing in which you can buy my book. About $5, so do not feel that you need to, but I would personally appreciate if you do. I am a personal self-published author, so I kind of need to do these little videos to get the word out about my book. But other than that, I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in it. Take care. Hello everyone! Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age the Veilguard. Off screen, all I did was work on the last, on Al. And then in this one, I just ran around and collect stuff. So, yeah, the usual stuff. Today's set, we're going to work on getting Emmerich, as well as doing How to Train a Griffin. So we'll get a little bit done, little story, little side, you know, little fun stuff. But, yeah, we're doing pretty good. I hope you all had a wonderful, or having a wonderful New Year's. This should be the second week of January. Hopefully things go good, so we'll see. I did, ooh, wrong way, get a, thing for Tash, so let's go give that to them. And then we'll continue onwards.
Huh. Nice.
Yee. Love Tash. Ooh, hello, hello. Okay, good to go. World. Necropolis. Okay, we're going to bring Tash with us, because Tash is awesome. And we kind of need a warrior. We need some sort of a heavy damage dealing. For the most part, we have their stuff set how I want it to be. Although I may change this later on. Yeah. Okay. Let us go. Ooh. Back. Tash. Let's go. Tash also seems pretty good here because Vaniculture respects the spirit. And so do the Grand Necropolis.
This is it. But no sign of the professor.
I hope he's here and that he doesn't mind us disturbing him. He is a senior necromancer. I don't... Oh!
Visitors! What a marvelous surprise! Any trouble with the lift? Our last guests were stuck for hours. Poor souls. Oh. Professor Emmerich Volkaren of the Morn Watch.
Hello, Professor. We've never met, well, in person, but I've been writing to you.
Belara, my dear girl, what a pleasure. Surely you didn't come all this way just to see me.
Actually, we did. You see, we need a Fade expert.
I'm Rook.
Charmed.
I liked that bit with the flaming skull.
It's nothing, really. Just an evocation of the flame of the last steps.
It looks great.
Thank you. You know, I'm never quite sure how these spells strike someone from outside Navarra. I'd be pleased to continue our conversation after I tend to some small business here.
Emmerich's
I
awesome.
must investigate.
He's also
Would you
based
two
after
mind
Vincent
accompanying me
Price,
further into the shrouded
very
halls?
famous
Toward that screaming?
actor of classic horror
Something's
and
gone awry in this
stuff
part
like
of the
that.
Necropolis, Rook. The dead stir more easily than they should.
By the by, once we get done with this section specifically, we can't come back. So, yeah, do a little exploration. All right. Yeah, once we drop down this, down we go.
Ahead of us. Something's moving.
Strange. These halls should be underneath.
Is that a despair demon?
Fascinating, isn't it? They shouldn't be able to breach the shrouded halls at all.
Take your word for it.
Sorry, I'm sneezing quite a bit. All right, let's do this. Oh, arrows.
It singled you out.
Where'd everyone go?
That. Sorry, Despair Demon.
It's vital we discover why that spirit manifested here.
Lead the way, Professor.
Yeah, lead the way, buddy. The abyss of hell. I love that green horn. It looks so cool. I love that you can customize your horns to that degree if you play Qunari. It's so cool. Like, yeah, I lost a horn, got another one. And we all know Tash lost their horn from a freaking dragon attack or something.
Someone's barred the door and chained the sunken star.
There's undead here.
We may need to defend ourselves depending on their condition.
Let's find out.
Haven't fought undead in a while.
There's no reaching these. They're mindless.
What are you doing? Make them
That's off.
stop!
I'm afraid sometimes the weaker dead work themselves into frenzies. Poor things.
God, I love my build with my rogue. She is such a powerhouse.
I must bring that bell.
And when built right,
some help?
she just doesn't run out of
Thank you.
ammo.
The star, the bell, can banish these despair spirits if we unchain it.
That. All right, let's go.
We'll need a wisp to unseal the doors leading out. Could you please find one and bring it here?
Okay. How?
Cryptid bow. No, I want the Azure bow. I got this recently over in Navarra. It's really good for what we need. The plus 25% head fire, which is what I do normally. Plus 4 arrows, so we go from 14 to 18, I think is where we're at. And then we get a plus 4 bow damage per maximum arrow capacity. So plus 4% for each additional arrow we have. That's not our base. Or just plus 4% based off our maximum total arrow, which is pretty cool.
Give your greetings, and the wisp will follow.
Yeah, 18. And we'll be getting more arrows as we level up. Give me that.
Hello.
Wisps are the simplest of spirits, but quite helpful. Bring the wisp here, and we can unseal the doors.
Okay. Sorry, still
Doors
sneezing a
open.
bit.
Where to now?
Ah,
This should lead us to the upper chambers, where we can free the bell. There's someone I'd like to consult with on the way.
okay.
So, Professor,
Just Emmerich, please.
you weren't that surprised we need a Fade expert.
The spirits talk. Even the simplest have been clamoring about chaos in the Fade. Someone coming to consult wasn't an if, so much as a when.
Yeah. Go. Ow, rude.
Taking fire!
Dash. Bam. Boom. Cool.
We have them now.
Yeah, we do.
Excellent. All safe?
Too high. Oh. You.
Ready. 1 sec.
Come on. Just
Got him
pop
good
from here.
there.
Kind of important. Later on, there will be a side quest through that door over there, where you have to find bones for a mischievous wisp. One of the bones is hidden here. It will become a open gateway during that quest line.
They're down.
The quest will open up this door for us, which will give us a few things. So yeah, the quest starts here. And you'll need to go to places like this. They'll have purple candles burning at them. And you'll find a piece of a skeleton there. Just collect them and then bring them back and you'll get the wisp. I'll pop you. Also, don't worry about builds if you're interested in how to make Fia, how to make Alphthul, how to make Runa. I do plan on making a video designing on how to make the appearance, as well as the build I use for them, as well as my companions. That way you can have a little direction to go with.
It's freezing. What's doing this?
Echoes of the despair spirits, misery devouring itself. We should keep our distance. If provoked, these manifestations will shatter.
Yeah. Also, hold on. There we go. Where is the... There it is. Over there is a gateway. You can kind of see it on the minimap. After we finish Navarra, or doing this mission, this door will be cleared out and we can go inside. There's a locked chest. You can see it there. It requires us to unlock it by coming out here and going to... Where are they? These, and lighting them. They'll have a little glowing insignia on them to tell you which ones you need to go to. And that's how you open that chest. Boop.
This is locked too. And I didn't see any wisps around.
Then I shall call for aid.
I love the way Emmerich does his magic, by the way. I mention this every single time I see him do it. But it's like he's conducting.
They've answered. We'll need to guide the wisps who've just arrived to the door.
Sounds good. Go with that. There we go. Yoink.
Those wisps really came just because you asked.
They care for us, Rook. Our ever-loyal friends amongst the dead.
I do love how they're expanding the lore of wisps in this game. Or spirits in this game, I should say. Hold on. In the previous games, every spirit was a demon.
need a wisp.
Period. No ifs, ands, or buts. It was just a demon. But if you actually listen to the lore itself,
Here's
they
our
talk
second
about
wisp.
how
Hey,
there are
gas guy. Is it staring at
benevolent
me?
spirits as
It
well.
is aware of your
Compassion,
presence,
faith,
but the wisp senses differ
knowledge.
from our own.
As long as it
We
doesn't
never
sense
really
its
see
way
those
to
in the
making a
previous
corpse walk
Dragon Age
around.
games, with very few exceptions like Cole. This game really does show, no, there are actual good spirits. They're not all just demons who want to possess you. And I really love that expansion because they don't really do that in the other games.
Strange. This door shouldn't be here.
Shouldn't it?
The Necropolis rearranges itself every so often.
Screw it. I'm gonna not make it. Ooh, just barely.
Well done. Past these chambers, we'll find some assistance with reaching the bell.
Sounds good.
Despair is far more pervasive than I'd thought. We must stop who's ever drawing these spirits here, Rook.
You think a person's behind all the despair demons?
Oh yes. Mortals are their prime attraction.
Oh yeah.
There's a fight ahead.
They're at range.
Haha. That's not gonna reach. You. There's another hidden door here.
Good shot.
We'll need to light these braziers that are like right next to Thea. And they'll give us access to another room. Just a heads up.
Nicely done, Taj.
Kara Katar. Give me a second. I'll be to bed.
Boop. You'll start the quest here, I believe. You just light them all around, and you'll find
It's over.
a wisp hidden there. It'll open up that door. I'm only talking about these because I don't plan on doing a guide video for them. If you would like to see a guide video talking about dedicated to all the
How do we
chests,
get
feel free to
rid
leave a
of all these
comment,
despair
and I will
demons?
gladly make one
Their
in my next
source is
character.
near the bell you saw earlier. Ringing it will banish them, but we must find who lured them there in the first place.
I plan on making another character for fun to test out a few things that I have questions about that I can't really do with this playthrough. I think. No, I can't. Okay.
Tell me, Rook, where are you from?
I spent most of my life in Antiva.
Am I correct in guessing you're one of the crows?
At your service.
You must tell me about your journeys once we're above ground.
Yeah, sure. There we go. Give me this. Cool little side thing about Emmerich. Every so often you'll find these throughout the course of your journeys through the Necropolis. These will have skeletons in them later on. And if you have Emmerich in your party, he can talk to the skeletons that are entombed in them, and you'll learn how they die. And every time you do it, Emmerich gets a little bond towards him. So it's a good way to sort of power level him. A little bit. There's very few of them, but they're interesting to read, so check them out. This chest does require Tosh to get into, and it's inside this room. I'll explain that in a minute.
Ah, here we are.
Over here, Emmerich will require you to do something, and then you'll see a
But
sprite
how?
pop out.
You must open yourself to
Ignite
possibilities
the
while in the
braziers
Necropolis.
in the order in which
Would
the
you
sprite
mind
goes to
lighting
them.
those braziers, Rook?
And when you do that, it'll come back here, open up, give you stuff, and then you can take the sprite to open that door.
This should unseal our final pass to the bell. It's best we unchain it quickly.
Why is this bell so important?
The sunken star will drive away despair. Any malicious spirit that hears the tolling of the bell will be banished to the Fade.
But it won't destroy them? Them being here isn't their fault.
No. In this instance, banishment will suffice. Though, forgive me, I had the impression our denizens unnerved you?
I'm from Ravain. Spirits are okay, so long as they're not walking corpses around.
Excellent. Approach the body and we'll begin.
Yeah, Ravain is more accepting of spirits. They're more a spiritual country, as far as we know. We don't really know because we haven't been there. But there are shamans, air quote, that will allow spirits to possess them, to talk through, and then they'll just leave because they respect each other. So it's kind of like Navarra, but less necromantic undead wonderland and more what's what I'm looking for here? Tropical paradise hangover type of a thing, I guess. Good way of putting it.
By seal and flame, who brought despair in our midst? Despair? Who brought it here? The Venatori. Of course. This way, please.
What did you just do?
The colloquial term is corpse whispering, a gift that manifested with my magic.
Corpses talk to you? That's messed up.
Oh, there's no danger in it, I assure you.
That's not the messed up part.
It is a little messed up.
I think I hear someone.
This map is useless. We wasted 3 slaves in those traps. If that Hand of Glory burns down, so don't dawdle.
I'll explain the Hand of Glory in a bit, because it actually is a really interesting thing. Based on actual, what's what I'm looking for here? Actual cultural, I guess? Not cultural. Occult thing.
I feel and obey.
You. Fuck the Imperial. Or Imperium, whatever we call it.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm just gonna stand here and shoot you. Hope that's okay.
I'll need another moment.
Not the one I want to use.
Enemies at range.
We failed the shot.
Hi.
I need a minute.
The failing fools!
Where's the other one? There it is. There's that.
Hang on.
Piss off. Level 27.
What are the Venatori after?
Let's apply that skill. Boop. There we go. Let's see here. We got all that. All that. Alright, so now we just need to focus on control and veil jumper abilities. So I do need these two. Shocked. I don't need that. What am I doing? I also get Reeling Bolt, which applies weakening. I don't need that. There's damage, electric damage. So, the only ones I can get right now are these two and Reeling Shot, or Bolt. Everything else is learnt as I need them. Projectile tool, applies weaken, does shock damage. And it's a cooldown, not an actual effect. So we'll grab that for the time being. And we'll use this to replace that. Weakened. 212, 414. Strike duration, projectile tool, which it gives me a lot of buffs from some of my other abilities. Okay, that'll do. Do I have my... Good.
Gold, artifacts.
Raw magic. Their first envoys were obsessed with gathering power for some new masters.
Ah, I'll fill you in on them later.
Alright, sounds good to me. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. I thought it was over here. This? Oop. This? Modeling visage. Ugh. Jump! Yoink! Hold on.
Spare demon.
Hi.
Watch yourself.
How y'all doing?
Thanks, Emery.
It was nothing.
Rude. You. Bam. Also useful because it's a targeted attack too, not just a shockwave. Ooh, hold on a second.
Well, down one more despair demon. That's the last of them.
Much better.
I see someone by the crates.
I don't think they're Venatori.
Gimme.
This looks interesting.
A spirit labyrinth? I didn't know they'd learn to make miniature ones in... Tevinter?
Hello? Did the Venatori bring you here?
They said I'd spilled the wine too many times. That I'd be a better sacrifice than slave.
You are in Navarra, sir. There are no slaves on our soil. Please remain here. After we've seen to the rest of the Venatori, I'll send for someone to escort you above.
Oh, all right.
Those Venatori dragged that man down here just to die.
The Watchers will shelter him. We'll inquire if he has any family in Minrathous. As for the Venatori, what remains of them will be put to work.
That's such a cold line. I love it. It's just, yeah, we'll make sure they're taken care of. As for his captors, they'll be put to work. What remains. That's what terrifies me about necromancers and liches and stuff like that. It's they don't kill you.
Can help us if we break
They don't just
the
kill you. They
Venatori's
put you to
chains.
work for all eternity.
Right.
That's just horrifying. Pop that. Pop that.
There's one chain.
Excellent.
Yes!
Kill them all!
Got it.
I'll kill them all.
Let's go. I need a bed. Just a sec.
Not as strong, but it is a
excellent hit
tracking
roll.
ability that isn't just a shockwave I send out. I still like it a lot. It's also an ability that isn't reliant on my adrenaline.
There.
Which is useful.
Ready and willing. I've set that one up.
I'm out.
All yours.
Let's let my arrows reload. Come on.
That's the last chain.
We must return to the lower level to ring the bell.
Oh, a little bit more. Never mind. Yoink. All right. Let's do this.
Be ready. The ritual to wake the bell will draw Despair's attention.
And any more Venatori?
I'll need you to keep them occupied while I work.
Easy.
There's the Venatori.
All right, we got to survive 3 minutes. Simple enough. Nice try, buddy. You're made corpse.
Venatori brought demons.
Typical of them.
I need a minute.
Yeah, let's do an AoE there.
How are we doing, Emmerich?
The bell is slowly wakening, but we must fight a little longer.
Keep it going.
Here's the lift for you.
Ow. There we go. What's off? There we go. Oh Lord.
I'm ready.
Come on.
Big angry fire demon.
Hold fast.
Rage demon. Fun.
Got him.
We're halfway there.
Alright, get rid of it.
Get clear.
Alright, rage done. Ow. We're good, we're good, we're good. Go! Alright, less than a minute. Ow. Back up. That. Do some kind. Dash.
Excellent work.
14 seconds. Come on. Oh Lord.
Emmerich, now what?
Now, the grand Necropolis shows itself.
Alright, we're done.
The magic bell worked. The despair demon's pissed off.
Pretty impressive.
Thank you. But come, let's ensure these cultists didn't leave anything dangerous behind. I'll ask our attendants to gather their bodies later, of course.
Of course, of course. Give me this. Give me this. And give me this.
And this is a severed hand.
It can't be. A hand of glory? The Venatori should never have this. I must find out where it came from.
Okay, so the Hand of Glory, as a fun little side note. because I love studying the paranormal. The Hand of Glory is an actual arcane artifact. Its actual capabilities, of course, very, what's the word I'm looking for here? Anecdotal. According to lore, or mythology, or stories, I should say, the Hand of Glory is the severed hand of a hanged man. His regrets, his anger, everything is condensed into it, and it can be used to grant power. It typically holds a candle, but doesn't have to. But it is considered one of the most powerful and dangerous occult items. And it's one of those things that you do not want to fuck with. So I love the fact that they included it in this game, because it is an actual occult thing. Alright, and we're done.
Let me know when you'd like to return to the chambers above.
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
You can tell me why you've sought out a Fade expert on the way?
I know it's a lot, but I swear we've seen the blighted elven gods ourselves.
It would explain recent Oniric disruptions.
At the least, the implications of what Rook's witnessed are... Ah, thank you, Manfred.
No one ever brings me tea after a slog through a haunted crypt.
My assistant, Manfred. Always thoughtful.
You spoke of danger to the Fade.
The elven gods plan to tear it wide open to get to the blight. And they've already messed with it. Demons, tears in reality. Our team needs a Fade expert.
Many Watchers never depart Navara. But with events so dire...
I'd be delighted to assist.
It has been many years since you left us.
Well, yes, but elven gods, ancient magics. I couldn't bear miss this. Besides, I've spent my life exploring the Fade and speaking to spirits. If Rook needs an expert, none are better qualified than I.
Only if your assistant's coming.
Manfred? But of course.
Welcome aboard.
Wonderful. I'll gather my things. Come, Manfred.
The grand Necropolis was at peace again, and Emmerich was off to a new adventure. But in Navara, nothing stays down for long. The Venatori had unearthed something no one should have, and delivered it to the worst possible person. Emmerich's journey would soon bring him face to face with the gloaming lantern.
Manfred is precious, by the way, and he's voiced by Matthew Mercer. Just a fun little side note.
What the Venatori ultimately intended with their incursions into the Necropolis worries me. Whether or not it was directed by the gods, the timing serves them well. Chaos, I fear, is their ally.
With this, Demeter's Crossing and the Blighted Dragons, and everything else we're all dealing with, feels like we're at war. A lot of little wars.
So instead of one giant fight, we have a lot of smaller ones. I bet that won't make things any easier.
The gods have made bargains with the worst people in Thedas, offered them all power. And it's not as though the Ontom or Venatori will care about the price.
So how do we fight back then?
We don't have an army, but we do have allies, like the Veil Jumpers.
After Demeter's Crossing, it's personal for them.
I might be back in the Crow's good books after we save Treviso.
You impressed Viago. That is quite a challenge on its own.
Also, Lady Morrigan requested a meeting at the Cobbled Swan in Minrathous.
Could she have found some trace of the gods?
Probably. Morrigan doesn't visit crowded taverns for fun.
I also heard from Grey Wardens out in the Hossberg wetlands, Antoine and Evka. Something strange is happening with the Blight there. I bet it involves the gods.
Any details on the blight in the wetlands?
Antoine said he didn't write it down.
Why not?
Either he didn't trust someone else wouldn't read the note, or he didn't want us to panic.
Ghilan'nain has laid low since we hurt her dragon, but the blight spreads rot wherever the gods go.
And no one's better at tracking blight than wardens.
Morrigan and those wardens feel like our best leads on finding the gods.
Are they really gods? Or just ancient mages? It's not clear.
They're gods, or the closest damn thing to them.
Nev, you're back.
Yeah, I am.
A couple of new people have joined the team since you've been gone. This is Professor Emmerich Valkarin. He's our Fade expert. And Tosh, our dragon hunter.
Hey.
Charmed.
Right. Not everyone has met.
So you're a dragon hunter? Mirathus could have used you.
What's going on?
Back home, what isn't? Look, you made an impossible call without enough information. I get it. It's the corner the gods put us in. It just might take time to shake off.
You are back though, right?
Yeah, Belle. I'm back.
Given how things have gone, I wouldn't blame you for staying away. So, thanks. We can't do this without you.
After what happened to Mirathus, I've got even more reason to go after the gods. If anyone's got a shot at this, it's the people here. I'm still on the job. Count on it.
Great. Let's follow up on some leads.
I'll let Lady Morrigan know we're ready to meet.
I'll send word to Antoine and Evka. They're holed up in a town called Lavendel.
Everyone else should rest up. Be ready to move when I call.
Never easy, is it, kid?
What do you mean?
Making the big choices, then living with the consequences.
Feels like stopping two gods isn't the kind of thing that should get handed to a fresh leader. Though, someone needs to be in charge, right? Everyone's looking to me for answers. I have to be ready to give them, even when I'm not certain.
And that's why I recruited you, Rook. I knew you could fill my shoes. Anyway, you've got a meeting with Morrigan to attend, and dealing with whatever the Wardens found. All this chatting has taken it out of me. Think I'll rest for a bit. Good work, Rook. You'll find your way through this. I know it.
Ah, fun stuff. Okay, Pluton to Mornwatch. Nice. Alright, so this happens depending on whoever's town you don't save. If you choose to save Minrathos, Lacanus becomes hardened, and vice versa, obviously. After experiencing the Blighted Dragon attack in Minrathos, Nev is less trusting and more self-reliant. Her damaging abilities are increased, but she will no longer use supportive abilities, and relationship progress is slowed. You still gain bond with her, and same thing with Lucanus. It's just less than what it would have been normally. While I don't know if this is the case, this could be purely anecdotal. I believe it is reversed if you chose the other character. Like in this case, Lucanus would be easier to level up. I'm not 100% on that, so don't quote me. Would be kind of cool if it was, though. There is no way to cure the hardened status effect, so you're always going to be stuck with it. Their companion questline is also locked down a certain route, so you'll have to keep that in mind. It's still fine. You can still max out your character, and you can still do their quest. It's just going to take a bit more time. They'll probably be the last person you finish, so keep that in mind. All right. That being said...
So, Tosh, you're the dragon.
Yeah, I know. Map. Local. Emmerich. Alright.
Yep.
Let's go talk to Emmerich and do a little side stuff.
A third edition of the Unnameable Elements? I didn't even know it had editions.
Oh, it's much improved with the index. Please, borrow it if you'd like.
I'd love to. Oh, Rook, you probably wanted to say hi. Thanks, Professor.
You look moved in.
Just a few essentials. Manfred was a great help with the boxes. What a fascinating place this lighthouse is. What do you make of it?
It's, big, floaty, fancy walls.
Oh, but there's so much more to it than that.
Belara seems to think so too.
She's been quite welcoming. However, I noticed a few of the others taken aback by Manfred, and I overheard remarks about my skulls. My necromancy won't cause any undue worry, will it?
No way!
Ugh.
But a few people might not get it.
Oh, I'd hope to make a good first impression.
Belara's excited you're here. Everyone else just has to get to know you.
Please excuse me. Manfred and I should finish our inventory. Thank you for stopping by.
As a fun little side note, you can find Manfred out and about in the courtyard area. Specifically about here-ish. If you find him, go talk to him. He'll play rock, paper, scissors with you. It's so cute.
By the way, Rook, before I left, Myrna and Vorgoth asked if we could assist with an outbreak of hauntings across Thedas. They also mentioned displaced wisps in the Necropolis. I'm not sure what's frightened them, but it bears investigation.
Hauntings and scared wisps? Let's look into it.
Thank you. We'll depart for the Necropolis whenever you're ready.
As always, make sure to bring the character who's associated with that location with you. You just get some bonus stuff out of it. I also just... Is that... No, okay. You get extra, points for bringing them with you. Let's see here. We will go to How to Train Your Griffin. There is something I'm going to mention real quickly about the Necropolis. There is a unique side quest here. You'll need to get 4 wisps to open a door, which will lead you down to a locked door. I'm going to save off on doing that side quest for a while, purely because it is important to a endgame thing, and it's also really cool. You need to be a fairly decent level to beat it. Technically, I could beat it now, but I want to wait until I'm at least level 30-ish. So possibly next set or the set afterwards. It's just a really important quest to do. Alright. We're going to bring... Who do I want to bring? I'll bring Nev and Tash. I usually bring the person I'm romancing as well as someone I want to focus on leveling up their stuff with. Come on, let's do this. Oh, jeez. All right. Over here. This way. I've missed my robes with this. I love the Antivan Crow stuff.
Hey there, Rook.
Hey there, Davin.
Let's get going.
I
I've been
thought there was
thinking.
going to be a cutscene there, which is
Lancet
funny because I
and
did the
Remy
exact same
used
thing with
special food
Al.
to train the Griffins. Said it was the fastest way to start a bond.
Right. The, what do you call it? Turlum?
That's it. And gingerwort truffles were the Griffins' favorite treats. They grow around ruins. We're going to teach Hassan how to find some.
Cool. So, I still don't know what a truffle actually is. I know it's weird. The reason why I have a big problem with understanding what truffles are is because growing up, my mom would make what was called truffles. And I think it's an actual thing. It's basically just super dense fudge. But then I hear like, truffle oil, and I'm just like, you make oil out of chocolate? What?
How did you end up with the Grey Wardens?
It's confusing to me.
Grew up in a Dalish clan. I'd hear all these stories about things that happened thousands of years ago.
The Dalish do love their history.
Except I wanted to make history. Didn't fit in. Got bored, so I went looking for adventure.
How'd that go over with your clan?
Poorly. They felt like I rejected them.
Did you?
Yeah, I suppose. Clan life wasn't for me. I had to get away.
So then what happened? You're out in the world looking for adventure?
Got my ass kicked. Went broke. I couldn't go crawling back to my clan a failure. Doubt they'd take me. Forced me to figure out what I was good at. Always had a knack for hunting.
It's always good hearing about the backstory of our characters. Someone through there. Oh! Did I get it? I got it. Where are the other ones? One over there. One more a little farther out. I think it's down here. Oh, there it is. And last one. This place is pretty. So, I'm gonna mention this real quickly. It's actually kind of important. Actually, very important. Let's get closer. Photo mode. Whoop! Over here, you can kind of make it out. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see it more. That orb-like thing in front of the wooden elf, that is part of a side quest that is unmarked. Getting 3 of those and completing another side quest, which we'll be doing later on, unlocks a hidden ending, an epilogue, true ending, whatever you want to call it, which will lead into possibly the next Dragon Age game. The quest I mentioned over in the Necropolis involves another piece of this. I'm not going to solve this puzzle to get it just yet. I'm going to actually save that for a guide video for you all. But it is important to get. Alright, where is the sun? Nug. There's the good boy.
What are you doing? That's not a truffle. That's a nug. You'll get fleas.
At least he's having fun.
Truth is, purrs when you scratch him.
Aww.
Maybe we can speed things up by helping him. Let's search the bushes. Look
That
around
sounds
for
good.
truffles.
Ow! That was a thorn.
Keep looking.
Nug droppings. Ugh.
The nugs pretty much own Arlithan Forest.
Nope. This is harder than it looks.
It's fleas, isn't it? What'd I tell you?
Actually, I think it's a truffle.
Huh.
Maybe the nugs like truffles. Could Hassan know that if you follow them, you might find truffles?
Are you really that smart, boy?
If you're expecting him to answer, that's probably your answer.
Well, if it means you'll start listening.
Well, you're still getting to know each other. Remember, Turlum. Remy was probably right. Remember how she said you needed a lighter touch?
If I go soft on him, the world would chew him up.
Let's give you both a chance and see if he can find any more of these.
How?
All right.
Find some nugs, see what happens.
Let's do it.
So how did you go from hunter to slayer of monsters?
Uncle Eldrin. An old elf I knew growing up. When I was a kid, I'd hunt just about anything.
That's
Rabbits, deer, fox. Eldrin gave that purpose. Taught me the way of 3 trees. The way of the arrow, way of the bow, way of the wood.
That sounds noble.
Eldrin taught me to hunt the unnatural so the natural can thrive. Be a force for good. Besides, it was either that or starve. Monsters paid good coin.
But why become a Grey
Fair.
Warden? If you were making money on your own.
I didn't leave my clan to get rich. Had to prove it was all worth something. I needed a cause.
There must be easier causes than fighting Darkspawn all your life.
Darkness is a sparring partner. The greater the shadow you confront, the stronger you are for winning.
Till you meet one you can't beat.
Haven't yet.
Look at them nugs. All right.
There. I think Hassan's got something. Why don't you take a look?
In a second. I'm gonna loot first. Dark Shard level 2. Use. Need that. Well, not really. I'd like to look at that weapon.
I'll be damned. Follow the nugs.
Well, there's your answer.
Might make a tracker out of you yet. Hungry? What? It's gingerwort. Eat it.
Remember, light touch.
I mean, it's dessert fit for a prince. See?
Being too harsh could make him more stubborn.
And save his life. With Lancet and Remy gone, if something happens to me, he'll have to stand on his own.
So don't let anything happen to you.
I'm a Grey Warden. Death's around every corner. Not that I don't enjoy punching it squarely in the face.
2 or 3 times, just to be sure.
But you can't beat back death forever. Okay, boy. That's enough for one day.
But he's having fun.
He overeats, and you'll find out how fun Griffin puke is.
Hassan, you heard him. Let's go.
Such a precious little bean. Ugh. How to train a griffin. Anything special? No. Just a codex entry and some EXP. Just almost enough to level me up. To my left. That way. That was cool. Want to get that checkpoint real quick. There we go. Alright, so back to the lighthouse a few times. I will be doing something a little bit different than I normally do. I will advance the story just a little bit more by doing the permission granted. Oh, cool. By doing a quest line that's part of the story, but I won't be saving it. I will be reloading after we finish it. The reason why is because afterwards we're probably going to spend half an hour watching cutscenes. Next time. So, best to get a little bit of it done. Helper waits within. What? Oh, cool! This quest line. Well, not really quest line upgrade.
I'll need a wisp.
There are 3 things we can do that's hidden here in the lighthouse. One was unlocking that room. The other is unlocking the room beyond that room. And the other one is unlocking what's beyond that, which will give us 2 chests. This one gives us something special. It'll make our life a hell of a lot easier. Hints. Alright, open you. Get you. And then click this.
Dweller, it is whole. Restored.
So we restored the astrolabe, which gives us a decrease or a discount on enchantment, upgrades, and stuff of that nature. So good to get as soon as you can. Oop.
I'm sorry, but I find it completely unnatural.
I don't get why you think cremation's so bad. Everyone outside Navarra burns their dead.
All those lost vessels, fine mansions reduced to ash. Manfred, for instance, how would his wisp have fared if I hadn't given it a body?
Yep, same to you.
It's just Manfred's way of saying hello. I encountered him as a wisp in the Necropolis years ago. A simple spirit, but so curious. He refused to leave my side.
So, you built a skeleton for the spirit to live in?
Spirits are formed from the emotions and desires of people in the mortal realm. Manfred's wisp came from curiosity. It's these spirits which animate the dead. Their drive revives the corpse, yet the corpse colors their actions. Thus, the eternal question, are undead, inhuman spirits puppeting a body, or does some shade of the departed return?
I can't answer that. Can you?
I've come to believe there is a return. I swear I could see it sometimes, Rook. A glint of recognition of something more in the dead.
Hey, that's my sleeve. Are you trying to steal my buttons?
As well as a certain mischievousness. Manfred.
Manfred's so precious. Ah, so adorable. You just want to give him a hug, you know? Alright, let's continue onwards. Who else has a side quest? Nev, looks like it. Rank up.
New voices, many wanderers. Life returns to the lighthouse.
Alright. Enough.
Nev, settling back in.
More or less. Lots to catch up on, but when isn't there? I'm ready to get back to work. If we could skip the personal catch-up. Not the day for it.
Take all the time you need.
Fair. Then we have Lucanus? No, it's not turned on. Wait. Phrasing.
It looks like our boy Hassan is feeling his oats. Or whatever griffins feel.
He's getting the hang of it. When he listens.
He seems to be able to handle himself so far.
You got lucky the Gloomhowler didn't tear you to pieces, boy. You wait for my command. We attack together. Then we can kill stuff like that.
Well, at least he's learning.
The instincts kick in. Griffins see darkspawn and it's a fight to the death. Like wolves hunting deer. Just need to corral it.
Never be a deer. Good to know.
He'd probably leave them alone.
Probably?
You and I see a deer. Maybe he sees venison souffle. Every muscle in him, every talon, every feather, honed into a killing machine. Hassan's ancestors took on archdemons.
Like his name says, he's an arrow.
Half lion, half eagle, with the instincts of both, griffins will always be hunters.
Just like his daddy Davrin.
I suppose we are our nature.
Not sure about that?
Most of my life I've hunted the darker things in the world. But caring for a griffin? What do I know about that? Yet here I am.
That's not so bad, is it?
Not the path I expected. Makes me wonder about Hassan, his brothers and sisters, still young, pure.
You're worried?
I'm responsible for the future of every griffin alive. I want it to be a good one. These animals live to fight, but I wonder if there's another path for them.
It's still early. Hassan's just a kid. Let him test the waters, see what shakes loose.
You mean like a parent?
Yeah.
Parents. A scary word. I'm supposed to be his bodyguard.
What do you think you've been doing this whole time?
Trying to ignore it. If I get myself killed by a Hurlock, that's on me. If it's Hassan, I just don't want to mess it up.
I think that's where trust comes in. That Turlum idea you keep talking about? Trust Hassan to find his way. Don't force things.
He's headstrong.
Good thing you are too.
Right. Thanks for the chat.
Hassan's so precious, I want to hug him. It's so cute. Alright, was there anything with Tav? No. Okay. Head to the crossroads. Stop it. I'm never not going to do that. I hope y'all realize. All right. Anything else in Lighthouse? All right.
No, I know. It doesn't make any sense, but it works.
Wouldn't the connection to the lyrium cause...
The veil to rupture? Not if you're careful. Really, really careful.
Rook, good to see you. Belara was telling me about one of the artifacts she calmed. Her manipulation of the Hylic spheres put some circle mages I know to shame.
Oh, that's so nice. Really?
Belara, repairing the Illuvian network alone is worth a thesis.
She came right in and started talking about interstitial resonance and stuff.
Yes, not everyone who's self-taught bothers with complex theory.
Well, thank you.
That said, I've noticed you working at all hours on that artifact.
Really? I don't think it's all hours.
And you're either the first to wake, or you simply aren't sleeping some nights.
Thank you, Professor, but I'm fine. Mostly.
That was really reassuring until mostly.
In between the two? It's hard. I've never had a chance like this kind of access to knowledge. It's Solas's old home. I want to learn as much as I can.
And we've time to learn it. But in order to do that, you must take care of yourself.
Not that Solas should be any kind of example, but even he slept. You can too.
Sometimes I can't. Fall asleep, I mean. My thoughts get in the way.
Perhaps I can help.
With sleeping?
Yes, I can teach you some breathing exercises, the ones we show initiates.
Oh, that's very nice, thank you.
Of course. We must look out for one another.
And thank you too, Rook.
Anytime.
Okay, I am going to relax. Right away. But first, I had another question.
I thought you might.
That's literally me trying to sleep. Like, alright, I'm going to relax, I'm going to get some sleep, I'm going to wake up refreshed, and ready to continue the day. But first. Alright, I think that's the last one, but again, let's double check. There might be one more. Nope. Okay. So, we're going to end it here in a minute. We're going to go do this side quest real quickly. I'm going to keep Nev. So I do some side quests while I'm here. I would advise... Well, I wouldn't really advise it. I'm going to do the side quest real quickly because it is... Or the side quest, this main quest. Because it unlocks a thing we can do inside the lighthouse, like I said. It's going to be a long bit of just cutscenes, pretty much. And pretty much info dumping. You're supposed to do this differently than I do. But it's still pretty useful. Give us backstory and whatnot.
Masked mystery.
So I kind of want to get this done so we have it ready to go next time, pretty much. But other than that, yeah.
We going anywhere?
I will
I'm getting
reload
stiff
the
sitting
save
around.
file to the manual save I just did. So we'll be ready to go. Next set will start off right away after this cutscene. But I'm also going to go off screen and do fully explore the Necropolis, fully explore Docktown, Arlathan, because we now have a new area to access. Treviso, if there's anything I need to do there, I don't think so. Ravain's Coast, you know, those locations.
Deal with it.
This is just a conversation, so it's fine to go through.
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlathan?
Indeed. But today we have a guest, and she needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Well, look who it is.
Good to see you, Lace.
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition? Well, this is Inquisitor Kadash, The woman who led us all.
So mages break the world and it's up to a bunch of dwarves to fix it, huh?
It's enough to make you wish our ancestors never came up to the surface. Speaking of which, Harding, when matters are less pressing, I'd love to see this new magic of yours.
When matters are less pressing indeed.
Morrigan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elgar'nan and Ghilan'nain.
I won't let you down.
Don't worry about me. Worry about the people you've recruited, and about the people depending on you. I only sealed the breach because I had people like Cassandra, Leliana, and Cullen with me from the start. Without Dorian's magic and Josephine's diplomacy, we never would have come together to stop Corypheus. Years later, I had to disband the Inquisition, but I never lost the friends who had gotten me through it all. Ultimately, they're the only ones you can really count on. Do right by them, and you'll find your way.
We've got the makings of a good team, I think. We'll do our best.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do her best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
It's that bad?
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. She has not been idle while you assembled your team.
What I really need right now is information. If you have anyone who can help...
I'm sorry. The only reliable sources of information I have up here are Morrigan, Dorian, and Harding.
All of whom are already helping us. I understand.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. She brought something no one else could.
A wolf statuette. We've found others like it in the crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
I found it right around the time Solus's ritual failed, when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic, and it's tied to the Veil. To him. Somehow.
Solus is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
Solus is trapped in the Fade. He's not my biggest concern at the moment.
Solus is trapped in your dreams, and while he cannot match Elgar'nan or Ghilan'nain in strength, he is far more cunning. He is the Dreadwolf. He led a rebellion that lasted centuries. How many times do you think the gods thought him trapped and helpless?
Morrigan is right. Solus is dangerous. Anything that gives us some insight into his plans. He fooled us all before, and the whole world very nearly paid the price for it.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
Okay, so these statuettes are actually useful. They'll give us backstory and lore that's actually very important. Let me pull this up. There it is. We still need one more, and we can actually get that by completing this Gate of Fated Glories. And we'll be able to finish it off. I'm going to be doing that off screen. Next set will start with us in the lighthouse, actually working on doing those cutscenes. But keep in mind, this is very important, it's a lot of cutscenes. Well, it's not a lot of cutscenes, it's only 6 cutscenes, but they're all pretty long. And they all end with us discussing what the cutscenes entail. So it could take roughly 20 to 30 minutes, which is why I'm going to take a the full beginning of the next set to work on. So I hope you're looking forward to it. But till then, as always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. But till then, I hope you have a wonderful time. Bye-bye!